Hi guys, my name is Thanegile Moloko and I am so excited about the launch of our YouTube channel. And the reason why I say our YouTube channel, because it is ours. It's for you, it's created by you, because I am you, you are we, you know. But basically, this channel is basically going to be about conversations that we rarely have, conversations about money, conversations about profession and career, conversations about relationships, conversations about love. We're basically going to be talking about all the things that make us come alive, things that nurture us as human beings. And I'm really excited to go on this journey with you guys because we are all going to be learning. And it's going to be so informative, not only for you guys, but also for myself. So I'm extremely excited about it. On social media, please follow me on hashtag Thanegile Talks, and please subscribe, guys. There's going to be so much, and I mean so much content that you guys are going to be enjoying, and I hope to see you guys join this journey with me. Now, the first segment is going to be Money Matters. This is where we're going to be dissecting how to actually decide what your financial goals are going to be. This is where we're going to be discussing on how to formulate your financial goals and how to stick to them, because it's nice to actually formulate them, but the problem is actually making sure that you can stick to them. As you guys know, and some of you guys will learn along the way, that I am a financial planner and I do also work for SimWealth. So as I've been a financial planner, I've learned that the biggest problem that we have, or the biggest challenge that we have, is that we don't know the reason why we want to do financial planning or why we even using financial products. It's important for you to actually know what your financial goals are so that you actually know what you're trying to achieve with the financial products that you're getting. I'm sure you guys want to know what are the steps, what are the techniques that you can use to actually get your financial goals in place. There are 3 things that you need to look out for, okay? I hope you guys have a pen and paper so you can actually write down some of these things so that you can actually implement them as time goes by. Number 1 would be your short-term goals, okay? So with your short-term goals, you need to know what you need to achieve right now to make sure that you're at a better state, and you're able to live life without that chip on your shoulder that basically makes you feel like you're not moving forward, or that you have challenges and that finances are keeping you, shackled at the feet. We want to make sure that these short-term goals are sorted so that we can progress going forward, and that we can sort out all the bigger things like net worth, net estate, retirement planning, and so forth. At the beginning, we need to make sure that the short-term goals are sorted. Now, from person to person, your short-term goals are going to vary, but most of them are going to be building an emergency fund, making sure that your debt is sorted, making sure that your living expenses are taken care of, and that you are also in a comfortable environment. It may be that 1, you need to manage your finances better, which means that you need to start budgeting. 2, it may be that you need to actually start having a side hustle where you make more money for yourself. All right, it's solely dependent on you, but start with the short-term goals and see what is so important to you that you actually need to achieve it now, and make sure it is sorted so that we can start progressing forward. The second one would be your medium-term goals. These are the goals that are going to enhance your lifestyle. They're going to create that financial sustainability that we're all looking for. This is where we are going to create it. This is where we start mapping out a strategic financial plan that will allow you to progress going forward. This is where we start looking at the nitty-gritties of a financial plan so that you have a strategic and progressive step-by-step strategy that is going to allow you to progress going forward. Now, some of the things that you're going to put in your medium-term goals is how you're going to buy your house so that you don't have to go into a credit facility, how you're going to buy your car so you don't have to go into a credit facility, how you're going to be able to pay for your children's schooling, how you're going to make sure that your lifestyle as a human being increases so you can go to all the holidays that you want, you can do all the things that make you happy, but also not put yourself in a precarious financial situation by going into debt. This is so important that you have to look at your medium-term goals that will allow you to, 1, increase your living or lifestyle, the lifestyle pleasures that you want, and also to make sure that you are progressing forward in terms of your investments and savings to make sure that you are creating financial sustainability, not only for yourself, but for your family or the future family that you're going to have. Now, your long-term goals are basically the things that you want to achieve, but you know that it's going to take you a little bit longer for you to achieve them. These are the things that are going to take time for you to achieve, but at least when you know what the goal is, you'll be able to map out a strategy and a way for you to actually get where you want to get. If you don't have that plan, it's going to be something that you put on the back burner and you're not going to look into to make sure that you actually achieve it. Long-term goals are things like when you want to make sure that you've got your retirement planning in place, your net worth is increasing, you've got all the properties that you have so you can have them for rental income. It's basically to make sure that you are creating substantial amounts of money so that you can have a net worth that is bigger than what you started out with. Guys, the reason why we are working so hard at life, working 9 to 5s, working in our businesses, working in any way that we are, is to make sure that we make money not only for ourselves but for the future generations, so that we, or rather they, don't have to go through the things that we went through. Okay, so we need to actually work through it step by step and make sure that we achieve our goals. Now, I know you guys are going to say, well, Thandi, it's all good or well that you say that we must have our goals, but it's so hard to keep up with those goals. Guys, I understand completely. I also sometimes find myself stumbling with my goals and making sure that my goals are something that I reach. But it is something that is extremely possible. So the first thing you need to do is make sure that you have your own diary, you have your own place that is your sacred place to actually go and write down your financial goals, a place where you can also review your financial goals, so that each and every month you are able to sit down with yourself and reflect and see whether you are going closer and closer to the point of achieving the goals that you've set out for yourself. The short-term goals, the medium-term goals, and the long-term goals. This is the place where you're going to be able to necessitate whether you have the discipline in place to make sure that you are achieving the goals like you originally stated. Now, the reason I am so passionate about goals is because as a financial planner, I really come across a lot of clients that don't understand the reason why they're going into financial products. And that's why there'll be certain questions that they ask me about: how much return am I going to make? How much money is it going to make me? Can I make X amount of return? Now, it's all good and well that when you invest and when you save, you're trying to get a return. But if the only reason why you're going into the investment is to make a return, that means that you don't have a goal associated with it, which means that you're basically just trying to make money for the sake of making money, which means that that money is not going to allow you to progress and actually create financial sustainability. So if you have a plan in terms of, this is where I want to get, when you get to that point, you're going to be so happy with yourself that you are now building the discipline and the tenacity to actively start achieving the goals that you have to put in place, which means that you're going to start saving more, you're going to start investing more, you're going to start curbing some of the financial habits that you have in place that are not beneficial to you. This is going to help you exponentially so that you can progress and make the money that you're trying to make. But if you don't have the goals, if you don't have the action plan, then that basically means that you won't be able to achieve the financial plan the way you want to achieve it. So guys, I hope from today that you're able to take away the actual importance for you to actually sit down with yourself and actually understand and find out from yourself what exactly are you trying to achieve. Because if you know what you're trying to achieve, no one is going to take advantage of you. You'll know what financial products are going to work for you, and you'll be able to track your progress going forward and whether the investments or financial products you're going into are valuable for you and for your family and for your future. Once again, guys, I said I am really excited about this channel. It is going to be absolutely awesome. There's going to be a lot of information, and how I've planned it is that there's going to be a progression going forward. So it's basically like building blocks. We want to get information that will help us build layers on layers on layers on layers so that we're able to be self-sufficient in terms of financial information that is going to help us going forward. And I'm extremely excited, guys. Please subscribe, comment, and like this channel, and I can't wait to see you guys on the next one. Bye.